Rafael has been on this podcast before, but we brought him back on today because I felt like there was a lot left on the table after our last discussion. What I actually didn't know when I went to book him for this podcast was that Rafael is actually on a major break from social media. Major break, I mean completely detached, not posting, not logged in, not interacting at all with any of his social media platforms. And when he discussed with me why he decided to take that break, it really opened up my eyes, and I hope it's going to open up a lot of your eyes to what it's really like to be building in the public's eye. This is going to be round 2, so I hope you guys are ready. Stay tuned, stay all the way through the end, and if you like the content, go ahead, like, subscribe, and leave a comment.
There we go. So, let's honestly kick it off and just kind of continue that conversation that we were having off camera. But you do jujitsu. I've recently been seeing it on your story. I just never slid up and actually asked you a question because I was just assuming you were at a jujitsu studio. So how long have you been doing jujitsu, and how would you say it's like really impacted not only your life but maybe your business as well?
Yeah, dude. I love this conversation, man, honestly.
Yeah,
I'm really
I
glad
know.
we're talking about this. Um, I've been doing jujitsu for 3 years now, bro. And it's funny, dude, because when I was working in the kitchen, one day I was just watching like on Instagram,
Mhm.
jujitsu videos. It was always on my thing, and it was like, try jujitsu. It was like,
Yeah.
say yes to that friend that wants to do it. And I was like, yo, like, I don't know anyone in jujitsu. I was like, I've never done any combat sports. Like growing up, like, in a Hispanic household, like it
Yes.
was like, I was like, no, like you get hurt, like gotta go to the hospital,
I
like that's
know.
problems, you know? So
100%.
growing up, like, that was always like, no, like that wasn't an option. So I was like, you know what? I was like, I'm older, I can do this. I was like, let me just try it. So I signed up, dude.
Yeah.
Signed up for my first class, and I got choked out probably like 10 times.
Dude,
And I was like, oh my
bro.
God, dude. I was like, I felt
Oh.
dude, I walked into that room and I was like, I'm gonna choke somebody today. And I got
Mhm.
pulled
No,
so
bro.
hard. And I was like, and dude, it's like, it's a feeling that you can't describe to someone else that's never
That's
gone.
never done it. Yeah,
That's never
I
gone.
know, right?
You know what I mean? And
Mm,
until you go and you realize, like, wow, like, you realize you're unskilled in something
yeah,
scenario
yeah,
that can honestly happen one day.
yeah,
And then two, once I started going, I started realizing, I was like, holy crap, I was like, this thing that I suck at, I'm getting better at it.
yeah.
And then that's
And
when, like, you actually, like, you're like, "Oh, shit," you know?
dude,
It's taught me a lot, man. It taught me I actually I remember telling my coach this. I don't think if I ever started jujitsu, I don't know if I ever
mm,
would've got my real estate license. Because I got
I'm,
I started jujitsu first, and then I got my license probably, like, I joined the course to get my license probably
mhm.
3 weeks after I joined jujitsu. And,
Dude,
bro, it
it's
just taught me
crazy
so
you say
much
that.
discipline. It taught me so much discipline, and I was like, if I can figure out how to not get choked out by somebody, I was like, I can figure out how to, study, a book. And
Dude, it's crazy how that first class is such a universal experience for everybody. Because it's the same thing for me, dude. I I was I wasn't obsessed with UFC, right? And then more and more I saw jujitsu on my page. Same thing as you, is always like, say yes to that friend in jujitsu. Say yes, bro. I had nobody that did jujitsu. It was just me that was interested. So same thing as you. I went to one class one day, random studio right by me. I show up in my head. I'm like, dude, I'm killing these guys. Like, I'm going in here and I'm murking these guys. Bro, of course, my first day, this other dude that's starting jujitsu for his first day, D1 college wrestler, put the work on me for 60 straight. Dude, I threw up after the class, dude. I was
yo, me
so
too. My
gassed. I
first
was
class, I
so
threw up.
gassed. I was so I was I was so gassed. I was like, dude, we finished up. Everyone was asking me if I was okay just because this kid was ragged on me. I was like, yeah, no, bro, I'm good, I'm good. Ran out to the car, puked my guts out. I probably sat in the car for 20 minutes, just like, I don't know if I ever want to do that again. But then I went back again the next day, and dude, you just get addicted to it, honestly.
Yeah, yeah. I'll say this, dude, and like, I just started going back to jujitsu like consistently, and
Mhm.
I've never left jujitsu class and felt worse. Like, I've
Right?
never, like, I've procrastinated, like,
Dude.
sometimes, like, before you procrastinate so much, it's like, "Oh my God, dude, like, this shit is, like,
Yeah.
this suck," 'cause you're like, God, dude, I'm about to get choked out like 10 times today, bro.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly.
And then once you
Yep.
get there, it's like, okay, I'm already here, you know?
Yep.
Then
Yep.
and then it is what it is. But you'll never leave feeling like
Worse.
internally worse.
Yeah.
You
I
get
know,
like
dude.
bruised a little bit, but like other than that, like
Yeah. Physically, you're beat up. You are
yeah,
destroyed, like 100%. But that's such a good way to put it. Because I've never left class and been like, damn, I regret coming here. I'm like, dude, I'm so glad that I pushed myself past that little bitch point that you have. Because, dude, before every class, you have that feeling like, oh, I don't want to go today. Like,
yeah,
I could just skip today. Because that's what most
yeah,
people do, dude. And it's like anything else. Once you start skipping, you fall behind, and then you get to that class, you get ragdolled, and it's just like starting that cycle all over again.
yeah,
But it translates so much into life. And I think you said it earlier, dude. Like, if you can handle a grown man on your back trying to choke you out for just one round, we'll call it 5 minutes. Dude, nothing else compares to that. Like, you're not, and
yeah.
in that moment, you're not thinking about anything else.
Mhm.
You're not thinking about the real estate. You're not thinking about your girlfriend. You're not thinking about, you are literally just thinking about this grown man that's literally trying to put you unconscious. And you're just hand fighting. You're hand
Yeah.
fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For that time, you're not thinking about anything else. Literally, you're literally just thinking about that moment, like trying not
Yep.
to get choked out or submitted.
Yeah, and it's so crazy because I struggle with like that meditation and trying to be so present in the moment. I've never felt more present than when I'm in it. Even when we're just drilling, like I think so deeply into it because I'm like these moves that we're doing, like flowing, like this isn't like your typical sport. Like we're doing something it's pretty extreme at the end of the day, right? So it's like so cool to like immerse yourself and be so present in the moment. And then after class, it's just like, wow, you have that, you almost get like a runner's high. I don't know if you ever like run a lot and
Yeah.
you get like that runner's high. It's the same thing after jujitsu. Like I almost feel like a dopamine rush.
Yeah. You know what I really, really like about combat sports though, and like jujitsu specifically,
Yeah.
is that in anything you can bullshit your way out of. And in jujitsu, that's like you step on the mat, and you cannot lie. Like you can't bullshit, you can't
Cooks, I
lie,
know.
because your skill level will be tested and it'll show.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
like you in a lot of things in life, you can lie your way out of it or say something, but like in jujitsu, it's not one of those things. It's like whatever you put into it, it's like it'll show.
Yeah, dude. That's such a good way to put it. It really strips down your ego. That's one of my biggest things I learned. Cause I went into that first class. I'm so naive. I actually thought I was going to go in there and choke people out. Like all these guys have been, even people that have been in there for 3 months. I was like, oh, this guy's new. Dude, I've been lifting weights. Dude, it does not matter if you lift 500 pounds or 100 pounds.
Yeah.
Mikey Musumeci is one of the best jujitsu practitioners ever. Guy's like
Yeah.
130 pounds and he could take on anybody. It doesn't matter. 220, 120, it does not matter. So
Yeah.
I think that's a great way to put it, dude. It really strips down your ego and just like I said before, it allows you to be present and it translates to so much in your life. So much.
And 100%. I no, it definitely strips your ego, humbles you. And
Yep.
but at the same time, it's crazy because like it gives you like this like insane amount of confidence at the same time
Yes.
too. Like
I
just
know,
like
right?
getting your ass kicked every single time, like you go there and
Hmm.
building that resilience, like it definitely transforms into like business. Like I know,
Yeah.
like I was thinking this the other day. Like I'm just driving, and I'm like, I had like this like negative moment, and I was like, wait, hold on. I was like, I'm Raphael. I was like, I get told to fuck off 20 times before fucking like 11 p.m., 11 a.m. You know what I mean? I was like, I go
Exactly.
to jujitsu. I get choked out by like 10 people. I don't care
Exactly.
what this guy has to say to me. You know,
Yeah.
it's like it definitely transforms into everywhere in your life, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I w- I would and it sounds so cliche because you hear it from everybody, but I would recommend it to anybody, no matter what you're doing, where you are in life. Like, if you're the person that just wants to stay fit, go do it. The fitness that jujitsu requires is next level. I don't care I don't care what anybody tells me.
yeah,
Jujitsu, like, if you can go 15 minutes with another man rolling and not like want to die afterwards, it's so impressive.
yeah,
I'm I'm
yeah,
maybe I'm dude. If I'm rolling hard for what like because typically at the end of class, right? You just do the free roll. We do 3 5 minute rounds, dude.
yeah,
If I'm rolling hard in that first round, I'm cooked for the other two.
yeah,
Like I'm literally cooked. I'm just sitting
yeah,
there shelling up, hoping that I don't get choked out.
yeah, dude. No, 100%. You do 3 to 5 minute rounds.
Yeah.
That's way harder than running a
Dude,
treadmill for
yeah. Oh,
like half an hour.
dude,
Way
it's
harder, way harder.
so
Like
much harder.
the intensity, like in the cardio, you're just gassed out.
I know. In every way too. Like, dude, like what I didn't realize is the lactic acid buildup in your arms and everything. Like, dude, you feel like a freaking noodle at the like after that first round. You're like, okay, I'm gonna try and take this guy down, and then you try and like shoot off your legs are boggled down. Like, there's so much lactic acid in your legs, and then you pull guard, and then you're laying on your back, and then you're cooked. You're cooked. I don't know about you, but I can't play. I can't play off my back. I'm not a guard player.
You're not a guard player?
Nah, dude, I'm not a guard player. I feel like you are. I feel like you're the type of guy that's like arm barring off the back.
I'm not arm barring off the back, no, because I'll
No.
probably get smashed.
Yeah.
Well, no, what I like to do, honestly, I play half guard. I play a lot of half guard. That's my
Yeah,
game,
half guard.
and I
I'm
try to
not
get
gonna
the
lie.
sweeps from there.
Yeah, the half guard is the only way. Like, if I catch myself in a position with a bigger guy and I'm like, I know I have to pull guard, half guard's the only way. Half guard's the only way. Because not like if I think like my ultimate goal when I'm going after is typically everyone in my classes are like my size, so I just chase the back. Like, I'm really good at getting to the back, especially when people think they can pull guard, and then you just freaking that Gordon Ryan pass, bro. Just freaking go one way, toss them the other,
Yeah,
straight to the back, bro.
simplest thing, but
Straight to
yeah,
the back.
super effective.
It's super effective, especially with the new guys, because like they see video, like, dude, everyone fucks up because they go watch ADCC highlights and think that's gonna translate into a typical Monday night of jujitsu. No,
Yeah,
it's not, bro. I promise you, it's not. Flying arm bars and all that, bro, it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen.
yeah. Everyone, everyone that tries out new classes, like, oh, you want to rub in watching YouTube, and as soon as they say that, I'm just like, oh, God, like this guy's gonna rip something on me. Like, he's gonna
Dude,
look like,
you know what's crazy is the only time I've ever been hurt in jujitsu is by the new people. That's it.
yeah, that's the only time you'll ever get
That's
hurt.
it.
The only
That's the
time.
only time you'll ever get hurt is because they think like, dude, I had one guy get a hold of my leg and I knew as soon as he grabbed my leg, I knew I was in trouble. Not because I knew he was going to tap me, because I knew he was just going to start cranking and he didn't know
Yeah,
what he was doing. Bro, popped, dude, 100% my MCL is blown in my right knee. 100%. Like,
yeah,
it clicks every time now, but like, it is what it is, baby. I still love it. I still love it. Absolutely still love it.
yeah.
On,
I
what I,
wouldn't.
go ahead, go ahead.
No, I said I
No, I was saying,
wouldn't. I wouldn't stop fucking training for nothing,
yeah,
man. I've dislocated
yeah,
one of my ribs during jujitsu, man, and like I wouldn't stop like wanting to train no matter what,
yeah,
man.
bro. It's an addiction, truly, and that kind of that leads me to the next thing. Another addiction I want to talk about. You said you escaped social media for a little bit. I want to talk about that, kind of why you did it and what it did for you. Most importantly,
Yeah. I think, well, the reason I wanted to get off social media, dude, I think in that particular time, I was doing a lot of comparison.
Mm,
I think that's
yeah, bro,
it's and as much
so
as
bad.
like we say like as much as we say like we all know like we shouldn't compare. Comparison is the thief of joy, you know,
Yep,
and
yep,
we all know that we shouldn't do it. But the
mm,
brain, it's natural for it to just think negative things.
dude,
So
yeah, 100
you
percent.
open your phone like for the longest time, like recently, well, no, before the first thing I used to do, grab my phone when I first wake up, look at it, look at social media, get consumed. You see something negative, instantly the first
Done.
thing you see something negative, dude, your day gone. Shit. You know
On,
what I
dude.
mean?
I
Not
know.
really.
Yeah,
It should be like that, right? What I've learned,
I know.
but for the rest of the day, right? But like what I've obviously it's like not comparing myself, right? It's like not exposing myself to content or energy, things that are gonna like ruin my energy. You know what I mean? Like for the
Yeah.
rest of the day. It's like I feel like when we all like, especially when we all first wake up, we have like this little voice, right? And it tells us like,
Mm.
just like stay in bed. You know what I mean, dude? Like stay in bed. You know,
Yeah.
don't work out. You know what I mean? Don't
Yeah.
do this. You know what I mean? It's just
Yeah.
like chill. You know what I mean? It's like,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like no, it's never. I have the mentality where it's like it's never enough. Like what I'm doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And and what I'm trying to like, what I struggle with, I think, and I think a lot of us struggle with, is like finding that balance where it's like we're chasing something that we're after and also finding some type of, detachment between them, right? Like the
Yeah.
ambition
Yeah.
to really chase something, to go all fucking in for something, right? And then
Mm.
finding like that. gap of detachment where like it doesn't even fucking matter at the end of the day, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I think that's why I left social media, man, because I needed to like just get away from the noise. So much fucking noise, man, you know? So much
Yeah.
noise. And as you know, as strong minded as we all want to be, I think negative thoughts infiltrate all of us, dude. You know, and I'm
All
a
of us, bro.
religious I'm a religious person,
Mhm.
you know, and I think like I've seen it. You know, you can be at your absolute best, you know, top of the fucking mountain. You know, you feeling like a
Yeah.
rock star, you know, and overnight you just completely like switch, right? And things just like
Yeah,
fucking
bro.
tank, right? And then
Yeah.
you take one L after another L and after another L, you know? And, you know, I had to like reset, you know what I mean? And
Yeah, bro.
honestly, dude, the best thing I could have done, honestly, taking time away from social media. And I recommend it
Yeah.
to honestly everyone, man, because like we all we all put I think this facade on social media, right? Even us, like as
100%.
realtors,
Yeah.
right? Like, you
100%.
know, we want to look professional, right? But
Mhm.
at the end of the day, bro, we're not fucking perfect, bro. You know, we're not.
Mhm.
We're just regular people. You know, I'm a 25-year-old person, and I'm trying my best, and
Yeah.
and I make mistakes, and I'm growing. You know, and
Yep.
you know, I think a lot of times, you know, we give people this false narrative and because they see all of our wins, you know, our accolades, our testimonials, and you know, for example, I won Rookie of the Year, and I made the you know over $100,000 gross commission income in my brokerage,
Oh, yeah.
and while people you know saw that and were congratulating me and you know even asking me for advice like oh how did you do it what do you say behind the phones this and all that it
Yeah.
was like it was kind of like it was a strange feeling it was like I just did something repetitively every single day, regardless of how I fucking felt.
Yeah.
And, you know, there's this I feel like people I feel like people look at others and glorify them.
That's so true. Very true.
And dude, we're all the fucking same, man. None of us are
Yeah.
fucking different. None of
Yeah.
us are different, man. And yeah, that's overall why
Yeah.
I love social media, man. Just get it like a reset
Right.
and fucking life, man.
I think that's huge. Honestly, I admire you for that, and it's something that I'm overdue for. And I make every excuse in the book too, because it's like obviously with this podcast, you know, I have to repost stuff, post stuff. But like, I think that I've definitely caught myself in that point too, where it's like I'm always comparing, bro. Every time I open up that phone, I see an 18-year-old with a Ferrari. The next time I open up, you know, I see somebody my age who has like $1 million mansion and millions in the bank account. I'm just always like, maybe like, what am I doing wrong? But it's like, bro, there's nothing you're doing wrong. Like, it's at the end of the day, 99% of it is a facade, right? Maybe the 1% is like actually doing it, which is fantastic, but there's no reason that I should continuously expose myself to that and essentially set myself up for failure. Because as soon as I start comparing, bro, you just put yourself in that negative mindset, and then you get so stuck in it, and then you wake up the next day and you have to work and you have to actually do something that's going to move the needle forward, and then you think about that 21-year-old that's got the Lamborghini already, and it's like, oh man, what am I even doing it for, right? So I think, bro, I think that's huge. I think taking a step away and taking that reset. Obviously, have you felt an impact not only in the business, but like have you felt it in your personal life too, where like you're more present in the moment?
Dude, 100%. Like
Yeah,
being present in the moment. I think that's super hard for a lot of us too, man. Just like not even like not thinking about the past, right? Not thinking about the
yeah,
shitty yesterday, the shitty month that we had or shitty moment, and then not even thinking
yeah,
about the future. Oh my god, like this listing appointment, this buyer I have, you know, X, Y, and Z plans that I want to, you know, do. Just being in
yeah,
that moment, right? Like being in the moment. Like if you're talking to someone, like how I'm talking to you. Like I'm not on my phone. I'm not like bullshitting. I'm
yep,
not like, you know, like 50% of my time. Like I'm here in this moment right
mhm,
now with you. Like yesterday, I went
yeah,
like last night to pickleball with my buddies and I'm
mhm,
sitting there just embracing the moment. Mind you, I had a shitty day, dude. Shitty day. And I'm like
yep,
playing pickleball at night, looking at my friends, and I'm just playing and I'm like embracing the moment. I'm like, wow, like this is a special moment. It's a
yep,
mundane. We're just playing. but this is a special moment because I only have so many special moments left with them because I'm moving to
Hmm.
Florida. So I'm
Oh,
taking in that moment and I'm like, wow, like this is a special moment because I'm not gonna be here all the time playing pickleball with them. So
Yeah, man.
regardless of like, the shitty moment that I had in that day, I was like, this moment, this is a good moment. I'm gonna acknowledge it and not let that moment ruin this moment. So
Yeah,
it's like
that's huge.
just trying to be present, man, being grateful. Um, something that
Yeah.
I think was the biggest thing, bro, is like I think the biggest thing that I realized stepping away from social media, trying to be more present in my
Hmm.
business and like what it kind of did for me is accepting the path that like-minded individuals like us are on,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Like for me, like I had like this like really, really like hard day and I'm like, fuck. I'm like, shit is so fucking hard. I'm like, it's so hard, And I'm just
Yeah.
like, and I go in my bathroom and I'm looking in the mirror. I'm like, all right, like why are we complaining? Like we
Yep.
have a choice. Are we gonna
Hmm.
keep going, right? Like this is what we do, right? This is our
Hmm.
life. This is our normal. Or are we gonna go back to working our job? Our regular job. This is what are we gonna do, Rafi? Are we gonna keep going forward? Or are we gonna go back? Like let's shut up or do one or the other.
Yeah.
Because if this is not our goals anymore, if this is not like what we think like we can accomplish, let's just not
Yeah.
set ourselves up for misery
Failure.
and
Yeah.
and
100%.
failure, right? Let's
Yeah.
just make the choice and be like pull the trigger and be like, all right, we tried it out, it's just not for us and we're gonna do X, Y, and Z, you know? But it's kind of like, I feel like when we feel like we're at the top of the mountain, everything is easy, right? And
Yep.
then when we fall and adversity hits, it's like we
Hmm.
can't even see anything anymore. Everything just it's like we're
Correct.
looking and we can't even see nothing no more, you
Yeah.
know? Um and dude, the thing with like adversity, it's like it's so it's so hard, but it's not because if for me, it's like I've accepted the path that I'm on, like this road.
Hmm.
Like whatever
Yeah.
happens, happens.
Yeah.
Because like I accept the fact that I'm all in on my journey.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
could I just do not care. Like I'm so fearless and I trust in God so much that He
Hmm.
will steer the boat for me. Like I posted something like that on my story today, and like
Yeah.
I believe it so much. My faith is so strong that if I just do the work consistently, regardless of how I feel,
Yeah.
God will steer the boat for me, and if I can't see, that's fine. God is leading the way, and and
Yep.
and that's just what I feel about it. It's like sometimes things happen, like we all experience like grief and things like that, and it's like sometimes I think God has a bigger plan of action for us. We just don't even
Hmm.
know it yet. We have our plan like set in
Yeah.
stone so much, and
Yeah.
we don't even know, and we think our plan is the best plan, and
Yeah.
then we don't even realize that God has something like in store bigger for us.
Yeah. That's that's a huge thing that I think a lot of people like. I didn't really think about that till you just said it, but it's like we have this perception of how our life is supposed to go in our own heads, right? So then when it doesn't go that way, we start to crumble, right? We all start to be like, oh, we're failures, we failed, yada, yada. But it's such a good point because it's like you don't even realize that that deviation off of that path that you thought you were supposed to go down is actually the way that you're supposed to go, right? There's something that is more powerful than you leading you on this journey, and it's so true, man. It's just like having faith and like, but having faith, but also being 100% bought in, because like you can have faith, but if you're not 100% bought in, it's delusion. It's not faith because it's never gonna work out. But if you are really truly 100% bought in and you have faith on top of that, like you're unbeatable. You're literally unbeatable. You're on the path of success. And if you accept that there's going to be adversity, you're all good. As like if you know that you're gonna wake up every day and there's gonna be a problem that you have to solve, you will be okay. But I think the biggest thing is not being delusional on this path. Because I mean, you've seen it, whether it's in the real estate industry, whether it's on social media, whether it's anywhere else, everybody tries to sell the dream, sell the journey.
Yeah.
Like it's easy. Just work hard and
Yeah.
you'll get it. But it's way more than just working hard. Like it's literally working to the extreme, like taking it to the absolute extreme, being a professional at whatever you're gonna do.
Yeah. Like, yeah, it's
Yeah.
being all fucking in. Like, I
Mhm.
don't think people understand, like, what being all fucking in really
Yeah,
fucking means.
that's the biggest
It's
thing.
like it's
Yeah.
like it's like, I don't even know, are you thinking what I'm thinking right now? I don't think you are, you know? It's like being in a room and questioning, like, "Dude, like, are you actually fucking thinking what I'm thinking?" And then you realize that
Yeah.
they're not even thinking what you're thinking, you know? And
Yeah.
it's like and
Yeah.
then that's when you start to, like, realize in, like, solitude,
Mhm.
in in
Mhm.
silence and solitude, you start to realize that gap, you know? And you're like, "These people aren't like me," you know? And it's like, I'd rather be called different or crazy than
Yeah.
fucking normal,
Yeah, no,
honestly.
100%. Are you kidding me?
Honestly.
Yeah.
Like, dude, if you're normal, I'm sorry, then I don't wanna be friends
Yeah.
with you. There's nothing to you then.
Yeah.
You got no edge.
Yeah.
You got n there's what is there? It's like, come on, like, there's no spark. It's like, what do
Yeah.
you know? It's like overall though, man, it's like I think, like, in real estate and all this stuff, it's like I think in faith and everything, it's like I think what we all search for
Mm.
is purpose.
That's it. That's it. Yeah.
What is the purpose, dude? I remember Pedro one time said this, dude, and I think about this all the time now. And he says sometimes your purpose changes, and that's okay. And when he first said that, I was like, yeah, you know, that makes sense. You know, it's a
Good
reasonable
advice.
statement. And in the
Yeah.
moment, for me, I kind of felt like, you know, my purpose would never change. Like my purpose is
Yeah.
just so strong, like it could just never change. Like it's just so
Mm.
strong that it's embedded to me. Like that is the strongest why for me. And
Yeah.
in my own life and recent events, like my why and purpose has changed and evolved.
Mhm.
Quite frankly, it's blossomed.
Good.
And the purpose for me, at least this is my opinion,
Mhm.
everyone might not agree with this, but the purpose I think is just to better ourselves, to be the absolute best version of ourselves
Have
possible,
yourself.
right?
Yeah.
Whether you're religious or not, whether you want God to work through you to serve others and love others the way he loves you, or if you don't believe in anything and you just want to be the best version of yourself because you know it's
Mhm.
up to you and only you. I don't think there's
Yeah.
a wrong, right way to look at it, bro. I just think that,
Yeah.
like, my perspective, like, in my point of view, if you could be the best version of yourself, how could you not love and serve others in an amazing
Yeah.
way? And, like, it
No,
would just
100%.
all be working, like, congruently, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it just working in a flow.
Mhm.
I feel like that's the purpose, and, you know, that could take it'll take a lifetime, you know? Like, I was writing something
100%.
down, I was journaling, and I was like, "There is no finish line." Like, oh,
Yeah.
we always, like, set these, like, finish lines in our mind. It's like when I make
Mhm.
X amount of money, I'll do
It's all
this, or
gone. Yeah,
be
I know,
happy,
right?
right? Or
Mhm.
when I move here, I'll be happy, right? Or
Yeah.
when I accomplish X, Y, and Z, I'll be happy. And
Yeah, it never comes.
when I think when we face adversity, we question or we ask us, or we wanna go back to, like, "Oh, I just wanna be happy." We go through adversity, we
Yeah.
go through times, shitty times, we're like, "I just wanna be happy
Really
again." You
happy.
know, I just wanna be
Yeah.
happy. Like, why
Yeah.
I deserve to be happy. I did all the right things, you know?
Mm.
And it's like happiness to me feels more like of a temporary type of thing, right?
Yeah.
I it to say you're always happy feels
It's
like bullshit.
it is
Like
bullshit, so
you tell me someone who's happy all the time, I'll show you a liar, you know?
yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think if you could find peace in your life, being comfortable in
Mhm.
your own shoes and thriving,
Yeah.
you can serve people I in a tremendous way, dude.
Yeah. I think I have to agree with it, dude. I think there's a big difference between like that facade where it's like, well, it's also because of the society we live in nowadays. It's like you're either clinically depressed or you're the happiest, richest person in the world. But it's like it's an extreme. Like it doesn't like either one is not really where you want to be. It's being in the middle, and this kind of ties into something that I tell a lot of people. It's the most simplistic quote is probably you've heard it so many times, but it's that Bruce Lee where he's talking about being like water. You know, it's like just if you can just flow and just go with what life gives you and not get stuck in the highs and not get stuck in the lows, that's when you find peace. And I think peace is happiness. right? Like I think those words can be interchangeable because like if you live a life of peace, then you can't tell me you're not happy. Because if you're at peace with yourself and you're at peace with what the world brings with you, it's like what else is there? So I think that ties in great with like what your point is too. It's like, purpose. What is the purpose? That's it.
No,
Find
dude,
your purpose. Yeah.
that's a really good way to put it, man.
Mm,
That's a really good way to put it. I feel like overall it's like a lot of people they lack what they want,
mm,
and then the people who do establish what they want, they start to plan,
yep.
and then they go into the doing it, right, the acting
Mm,
on it,
mm,
and that's when people realize like, oh my god, like this is actually hard, right? And then adversity hits, and then life hits,
yeah.
right? And then people start
Yeah.
questioning. It's almost like they forget the purpose, their
Mm,
purpose, right?
mm,
Or they think
yeah.
that it wasn't going to be this hard, right? Like
Yeah.
like for you, man, like what do you feel it is to like go all in on your dream, and how it kind of like shapes your purpose?
Yeah. I mean, I think, and I kind of, I would like it ties in earlier. It's like a lot of people don't understand what it is to be all in. For me, being all in was simply moving across the country to a brand new place where I don't know absolutely anybody because I knew I had to do this to achieve a higher version of myself. I'm fully bought in, right? Like I have no choice but to be fully bought in. I've completely separated myself from anything that I know is comfortable, and I've placed myself in something that is completely uncomfortable, and I would never change that. I would never go back and be like, I would stay in Tampa in my dad's house, continuing to running my detail business where I only made $50,000 a year because it was comfortable. Fuck that. Absolutely fuck that all the time. Fuck that. I would never recommend that to anybody. Get out of your comfort zone, go out, and like you will see the change in yourself. I've become a better man. I've become a better person. I've learned so much about myself by getting out there, understanding my purpose, and then just fucking going all in, man. Like just for some, like I'm so sick of hearing all these people say, "Oh, I'm gonna go all in," or they say that they are all in, but it's like, dude, you only work 3 out of 7. Like I work 7 days a week, 24/7, just like you do, just like anybody else that's actually all in, right? And it doesn't mean that 24/7 I'm focused on this one thing, but I'm always focused on bettering myself. That's a 24/7 goal, right? 1% better every single day is my ultimate goal. So I know
Yeah.
that was a long-winded answer to your question, but that's the answer. Yeah.
No, dude, I love that. And dude, you just said something, and it's like we almost like I almost jumped into it before because you said something. It this whole, I love I love that energy, bro. I love that
Yeah.
energy, right? It's like because you have to embody that energy, bro. That
Mm,
mindset, right? Of like going all in, bro. Like to give everything, right? To give
yeah.
everything, like expect nothing,
Mm-hmm.
literally. You're so freaking
Yeah.
detached, expect nothing, and then lose it all, and then do it all
Yep.
over again tomorrow, like it never even happened. You know, I
Exactly.
love that.
No,
And
exactly.
and and then
Yeah.
and then it's like so when then adversity and obstacles start to hit, I think in society, especially social media, like twists this like narrative of like
Mm,
if you're locked in, you do it regardless of how you fucking feel. And it's like, okay,
yeah.
I've done that many, many
Mm-hmm.
times. I like
Mm,
for exercise, for like
mm,
use that for example. I work out on the days I do not want to work out. And I've made calls on the days that I don't want to make calls.
yep.
And right now I feel like I'm in a point in my life where I have so much clarity and I'm so
Mm,
dialed into my routine and to my goals in my life.
yeah. Yeah.
And I don't want to I don't want to give people the false illusion that especially because of the accolades that they've seen me win and all this stuff and like what they see me post on my social media like motivational thing and even like this podcast right now is that we're always running or you have to run on 100%. And it's
Mm,
like no, it's like that's impossible. And
yeah. Yeah.
I've had many days myself where I couldn't pick up a phone. Not because I didn't know what to say or I couldn't, but because I literally
Yeah.
could not pick up the phone. I couldn't even get out of bed, let
Yeah.
alone pick up a phone, you
Yeah.
know? And it's like
Yeah.
though I think that's the side where people don't see, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's like
Mm-hmm.
they'll see us grind for, a year, 2 years, whatever, and
Mm-hmm.
then they just see the results, but they don't see any of
Yeah.
the adversity or the obstacles or what it's
Mm-hmm.
actually like to go
Yeah.
all in on dreams. And that's
Yeah.
really just mundane shit
It
that
really
people
is, man.
like
Yeah.
prospecting. Like no one
Yeah.
sees all of that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Getting told F you, the personal adversity that you face, right? And then all that
Yeah.
like just misconstrued deals going north, west, south, all over the place.
Yeah.
And it's like, how are you, gonna be like 100%? It's
Yeah.
impossible.
It
It's
is.
literally impossible. And it just gets twisted. It's like no one does it, man.
It.
No one does it.
Yeah. I think where I'm there's so what you kind of like, I don't know, I was having this thought while you were talking was you put it in such a good way is like everybody has this thought where it's like the whole new cool thing is to be in grind mode, right? Like we're grinding,
Yep.
right? Like you're grinding, like
Mhm.
that's the new cool thing, which is great. I think that's
Yeah.
that's way better than other bullshit that goes viral.
Yeah, like
So cool.
partying,
Let's
drugs. Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like the whole like the Nelk Boys era of life where it was
Yeah,
cool
yeah,
just
yeah,
to like
yeah,
be a
yeah.
frat bro. Like that's out the window. Now everybody's like, okay, let's figure out how the fuck we're gonna hustle. That's fantastic. I think where everybody fucks up is we all look at Alex Hormozy, the craziest, most insane motherfucker that is always 100%, 110% just going all in. And it's like, bro, you have to take it, dude. There's one Alex Hormozy. That's it. There's never going to be another person like him. So don't try and compare yourself and do all that. Understand where you're at and the season you're at in life. I think one thing I took a lot of things away from Alexis, but one of the main things that I really take away from him, and he told me this when he came to Austin, was, dude, there's just seasons for life, and you have to understand that, right? There is a season for going 120% in, 12-hour days, like as much you can work 24/7. But there's also a time where you need to step back and be like, okay, now it's time to be present. It's time to enjoy. It's time to figure out what the why is, right? Because like we're
Yeah.
all just in different eras of life, and social media fucks that up. Because like we can all post, like I could go post a rental car of a Lamborghini tomorrow, and everybody that sees that is gonna be like, oh shit, like Luke's doing something. No, I didn't do shit. I just went and rented a Lamborghini, but I made you think I did, right? So
Yeah.
that's what do you think 99% of everybody else on social media is doing, right? They're just trying to make you think believe a narrative that doesn't actually exist. And the case continues to tie into our earlier conversation. It's like just be so comfortable in your skin that you understand where you're at and where you want to be, and you will get there. I promise you will get there. Like I've never seen somebody that doesn't quit not achieve their dreams. The only people that
Yeah.
don't achieve it are the ones that quit.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Well, I don't that dude, that's so true, man. Like I don't see anything as failure. To me, only
Yeah.
thing failure is quitting. Like if you
Yeah.
quit,
That's it.
that's
That's
failing,
failure.
But
Exactly.
like everything else
Yeah.
is like a lesson, you know?
Yeah.
And dude, like I've learned some very, very powerful lessons.
Hmm.
And in the time that I was going through them, I was like, okay, why am I going through this? Like I did
Yeah.
X, Y, I did everything right. Like I'm doing like X, Y, and Z right. Like I'm due.
Hmm.
I'm due for
Yeah.
something good. I'm due.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
And it's like even Alexis texted in the group chat, you said something like, it's a blessing in disguise. Like
Hmm.
we don't realize that the adversity that happens to us is really a blessing in disguise. Like I I believe so much in God that every time I ask him, like God, give me strength, give me
Hmm.
clarity, give me an abundance of love, health, anything that I ask for. God never just
Yeah.
gives it to me like this, like that.
Yeah.
He
Yeah. I
always
never.
he always puts it in a form where I have to earn it. So he
Hmm.
knows that I can
That you're ready
carry
for
that,
it.
that I'm ready
Yeah.
for it. Exactly.
Hmm.
And I look everything like that in a way of that way. So
Yeah.
it's like anytime I ask for an abundance of clients,
Hmm.
God has shown me, tested me before
Hmm. You.
he's giving me that blessing, dude. And it's like that's for me. That's how I look at it.
That's and that's a great way because what that does for you is it strips away entitlement, and that's something that our generation and even the younger generation in particular struggles with. It's like they feel entitled. Like when you wake up every day, you're entitled to nothing, right? If you work 12 hours a day and you make 100 calls and you talk to everybody, you're still entitled to nothing. Like it doesn't matter how hard you work. Like you're truly at the end of the day, you are entitled to nothing. So if you understand that, then I think that strips away a lot of ego and a lot of this like this false persona that all these people put on. It's like they wake up every day and they feel like they're entitled to something. Like, oh, because I woke up and I woke up at 5 a.m., did my push-ups, did my cold plunge, and made my dials. Like I'm entitled to $1 million. Like, bro, I promise you, that's just not how it works. There's so much more that goes into it.
Bro, you just touched on something that, like, honestly, like, I feel like this is like be a really good topic. But like, bro, so I don't know if you've ever done this, but I've done this before. And right now it's all over social media, dude. It's all over
Yeah.
social media. Waking up at like freaking 4 a.m.,
Oh yeah,
journaling,
yeah,
sauna, cold plunge, workout,
yeah,
then do your tasks, like I've done it, bro. I've done it
yeah, all been there.
religiously, bro, like
Yeah.
consistently, religiously, like every day, day in, day out, bro. And I will
Uh,
say, bro, it teaches you discipline,
mm,
but I know, and dude, I from personal experience, I'll say it too, man. You can wake up at 4 a.m. You can meditate. You can fucking journal, dude. You can work out twice a day. You can do all you
mm,
got to do. You can fill up every single hour on your schedule. But if your mindset is not right, none of that
mm,
matters. You are just
yeah,
ultimately creating a stronger, healthier, disciplined
yeah,
body.
yeah.
That's
That's
all you're doing. I know a lot, and a lot of people say that's bullshit. I had this conversation with someone, dude,
mm,
and they said that's bullshit. If you do all those things, you release endorphins and you get into a positive mindset. And it's like, okay, all right, if you want to look at it from a
yeah,
scientific way, yeah, you do release endorphins and
yeah,
those are steps. I'm not saying those things don't work. They are steps
yeah,
to get into a better um mindset, better routine, better habits
mm,
to lead to
mm,
more positive results.
yeah,
I know a lot of freaking physically, healthy people who are in very good
yeah,
shape who are very miserable,
yeah,
who have a very weak mindset.
yeah,
And you can do it every single day out of the year. And overall, if you don't fix like whatever you have going on, like the root of the
mm,
problem, it's like I think there's a root of the problem for everything, man. Like like
mm,
in these days, like a lot of the problems that we have, they stem and they root from something much much deeper. Like think
yeah,
about the fear of why most people don't want to call, right? Like
yeah. Oh, it's levels deep.
there's
Yeah,
there's layers under that, you know
mm,
what I mean? It's not just oh like I'm scared, I don't know what to
mm,
say. It's like no, you've been speaking the English language for over 25 years.
yeah,
You know what to say more or less. You know what I mean?
yeah.
You just lack the skills, the
Yep.
communication skills,
Skills,
the
confidence, so
objection
many things.
handling,
Yeah.
the tonality,
Mm-hmm.
the confidence, you know? Like
Yep.
there's so many layers, you know what I mean? But we never stop to dissect any of those things, any of those problems, like deep down,
Yeah.
Like
Mm-hmm.
even for a client, like so many of us get like hung up on one client sometimes. Like think like, oh my God, this client goes to me, like, oh my God, this client hasn't texted me back. Like it's like, dude,
Yeah.
like that's one freaking client. Go
I know,
find and
right?
go call somebody else, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that applies to
Unlimited
everything
clients.
in life. You know what I mean? Like how many times are we strung up on one deal, one client, one
Mm-hmm.
uh person, one house? It's
Yep.
like our clients get attached sometimes to these houses. It's like
Yeah.
as people, we just get attached to outcomes or
Mm-hmm.
materialistic things, to people, to
Mm-hmm.
results, right? Outcomes, whatever. And all of that stems from something much, much deeper. Could have happened when you were like a child,
Mm-hmm.
whatever, right? But all these things, they stem from something much deeper, right? Something that you probably have been conditioned to think, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
until you dissect it and really like fix that, it's going to carry on for a long, long time in your life until you fix it overall, I think. And I think that starts with dude like acknowledging a lot of like the problems that we have as not just realtors, but as people. You
People.
know,
Yeah.
a lot of us we just want to like put things on the back burner and numb it out. You know, like
Yeah.
it's like the
Yeah.
things that hurt us. It's like nah, it's like didn't really hurt me. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
that shit hurt. You know, and it's like that shit sucks. And it's like we
Mhm.
gotta like dissect this and get back to fucking work. We got to
Yeah.
get back to work. You know, it's time to get back on the grind. You know,
Yeah,
and then
man.
people they don't. Most people, I think, they don't fix what's really going on,
Yeah.
and
They fix the surface level stuff.
they fix the surface level stuff, and then they
Yep.
try to go back into the grind, and then they're like,
Hmm.
"Why am I not feeling like how I'm supposed to be feeling? Like something still feels off. Like I don't know why I feel this way." And it's like, well, it's
Yeah.
like never really fixed what's the problem. You know, like the root
Yeah.
of everything. You know.
Yeah. Just put a band-aid on it and kept
Yeah,
pushing.
exactly. You put a Band-Aid on it and you
Mm.
thought it was gonna cover everything up, and it's like, no, it doesn't work like that if you wanna be all in, you know?
Yeah. 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 It all comes back to being all in. And honestly, because you mentioned earlier, and now you got me curious, bro. You're moving to Florida?
Yeah.
What prompted the move?
Dude, overall, I just want a restart in my life, man.
I feel you, man. I
You know,
feel you.
like
Trust me, I feel you.
I'll share this with you, man, and you can it's up to you, man, if you wanna post this or not, but
Of course I
a
will.
couple months ago, my father passed away, and his dream the night before he passed away was that he saw me super successful with flourishing businesses, and I really feel that my next step is just somewhere else.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is like just like the start,
Yeah. No, it's
and
huge, man.
and overall, it's good for like the business. Yeah, obviously, like higher price point.
Hard ticket. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's all that's good stuff, but
Mm.
we've always said it, man. You know, your environment is everything.
It's everything. It is.
Environment is everything. And like the times that every time I go to Florida, it's like I'm happiest. I'm happiest every time I go to Florida. I've been to Florida like 3 times, 4 times, the last
Yeah.
like 6 months now, and it's the best, man. It's the
Yeah.
absolute. I feel like I'm at home, and when I come back to Connecticut, it feels like there's like this pressure that I
Yeah.
don't even want to deal with, and
Mm. It's a
I know that
clout.
it's like yeah, exactly. It's like there's so much it feels like negativity, like negative
Hmm.
energy that I don't even wanna deal with anymore,
Yeah.
and yeah, and it's overall
Yeah.
why.
Yeah, dude, I think first of all, God bless you and everything you're going through, man. I can't even imagine going through that. So the fact that you're able to hold straight face and have this conversation with me and share that with me, truly, bro, your family's in my prayers, and you're a very strong man for doing that. And leading into the next thing, man, I think you moving to Florida is the right move. I think getting out of that. I don't know. There's something about being, and this is just me like venting, but I lived in the Northeast as well, man. I was in that Philadelphia, Pennsylvania area. It was always gray. Like the people were not very nice. And we would come to Florida, and every time I'd be like, dude, like you just get this dopamine hit. And I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the sunshine, vitamin D you get. But then you go back to that little gray corner of the country, and it's just like, dude, it's depressing. It's negative. So I think getting out of that and getting down to Florida, especially higher ticket, you can hit the beach, you can soak up the sun. There's great jujitsu.
Yeah,
And dude, you can have a freaking amazing life. And you have, I think too, this is fantastic for you because I think if you would have moved to Florida 2 years ago, you wouldn't have succeeded. I think you would have crumbled, right? But God has built you up into the man that you need to be where, dude, you could move to freaking Asia and start your life over and completely be okay, right? You have the skills, you have the abilities, you have the mentality to be successful in whatever you want to be successful in. So I think that's huge, man. I really think that's huge. You're doing what most people would be scared to do in their entire life because everybody talks about moving out of their hometown and doing this and doing that. And I heard it from everybody in Tampa when I used to, because that's where I lived for a majority of my life. And I was like, oh, I'm going to move out. And anytime I go on Instagram, bro, everybody's at the same bar at the same place for the past 10, 15 years. It's crazy. So that's huge, man. Where in Florida are you going to move?
Miami, Miami.
Hmm. You're getting straight to it. You're going to the
Yeah,
305, bro. That's awesome. What's the timeline?
May, first week of May. Yeah, I'm texting this woman. She's supposed to be, she's closing on this condo right
Hmm.
outside Brickell, and hopefully
Hmm.
I can sign the lease on that ASAP.
Dude, what's your rent looking like? What's the rent looking like?
Dude, it's not bad. It's 2,100.
Really? Oh,
Yeah,
what? For real? What are
yeah,
you in a studio or is it a one bedroom?
the studio.
Okay. Yeah, that's actually really good for right outside Brickell. Dude, you're gonna love. Are you single or do you have a fiance? Like, what's that look like?
No, I am single.
Are you single? Oh, dude, you're gonna absolutely love it, bro. You can go and not even just I'm not saying you're gonna go in there party and be with all the Latinas, but like it's just great to like be on your own time. Like go explore, right? You don't have to like have anybody else kind of boggle you down. Cause that's kind of how I felt like when I was in a relationship. Like I always kind of felt like that person was just kind of like boggling me down to fit their narrative. But like now that like I'm completely free, I think that's awesome, man. Plus you just go explore. Absolutely go explore.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
bro.
awesome,
Like
bro.
I know we only have a little bit of time left, bro, but like I feel
No,
like a
go
lot of
for it.
people, bro, like they they're not honest with the partner that they choose, bro, and like the dreams that they
Yes.
have.
Yes.
You know, like
Mhm.
like the partner that you choose is truly, bro, truly one of the
It's
most important life decisions that you will make, man.
a
And
100%.
making sure that that person is 100% on board with the
Mhm.
goals and the vision that you have lined up is super,
Yes.
super crucial. Super
Yes.
crucial, you know, and it's
Yes.
like there this is a life where from the second you're up to the moment you go to bed, you're grinding.
Yep.
There is it's not a 9 to 5 or, I'm done. I'm not picking up the phone anymore. It's like
Mhm.
this is my life for the next, 5 years at least,
You're all in.
grinding it out. And
Yep.
we're going all in and it's gonna fucking suck.
Mhm.
And if we're on board, great. In about five
Mhm.
years, our life is gonna be freaking amazing. If
Mhm.
not, let me know.
Yeah. Bro.
If more people had that conversation, dude,
Fuck, man. Yeah.
it'd be
Fuck,
it'd be
man. Yeah.
it'd be a freaking crazy,
Dude,
crazy different place, man.
it would be, and like it's such a tough conversation to have because like we could go on for another 5 hours on love, relationships, and all that stuff and what it does to you. But what I will say is, to have that tough conversation is tough. It is a tough conversation, but we also are 20 plus, like we're grown ups at the end of the day, like we're grown men, so it's like you do have to be very on, because if you lie to somebody and you try to paint this perfect picture, right, and like you're like, yeah, I know everything's gonna be sweet sunshine and rainbows for the next 5 years even while I'm figuring things out, I promise you you're setting yourself up for the biggest, most catastrophic failure ever. You're gonna bring this girl into a life that she never signed up for and that you never even thought was gonna happen, and then boom, right, like you guys are done. Now you're in an even worse place, you're heartbroken, and you're still trying to grind, create a business. But it's like,
Yeah,
have that tough conversation up front, especially with a life partner, for sure. So I'm
yeah,
glad, that you at least are aware of that, man, because I feel like so many people are not, and they're gonna unfortunately find themselves in uncomfortable situations without having that
yeah.
conversation.
Dude. There's like two ends of that. It's like
Yeah.
women don't realize what it's like to be with a guy who's all in on their fucking dreams.
Yep.
And then you also have like the another end of it, right? For another group of people, maybe
Mhm.
where it's like the time that I am giving you, it's like
Mhm.
holy shit. It's like you don't even realize like the little time that I have. Like if like any successful person who's or anyone who's busy doesn't mind
Mhm.
because success is like
Busy.
so many different
Yeah,
like
yeah.
definitions of
Level, I
success,
know.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
You know? But if you're grinding, if you're fucking grinding and you give someone
Mhm.
like a little bit of time, it's like,
Mhm.
like some people don't even realize that. And it's like that shit
How
is
much it's worth.
valuable,
Yeah.
Like how
Yeah,
much how
man.
much time like I'm able to give you is valuable. There's
Yeah.
two ends of it.
Mhm. No, that's a great way to put it, man. And it comes down to, again, like you are fully bought in and you understand how valuable your time is. I think that's probably one thing that you had to learn, especially as an entrepreneur, is like, dude, like my time is valuable. Like it we can break it down in a business aspect or even in just like in just your typical day-to-day life. But like, dude, you start getting rid of tasks that, that's not necessary. You don't have time for it anymore. Right? There's literally shit that you do not have time for because you're making money and you have to figure, okay, if your hour's worth $100, okay, if you just wasted your time chatting with bro for an hour, right? That's $100 gone that you could have made. And like those are the hard decisions that as somebody that's fully bought in, you have to make those decisions.
Yeah.
You have to. Yeah, you have to. And dude, I think honestly, I think you moving to Miami is huge. I think that's fantastic, bro. When did was this like very recent where you're just like, fuck it, I'm picking it up, or have you kind of been planning the move?
No, man, like when when my father passed away, it kind of like the idea came in my head, and slowly the idea just started growing.
Yep.
And one day I was just like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Sent over my application to get my mutual recognition license because
Mm-hmm.
Connecticut has it with Florida.
With
I sent
Florida,
my
damn, that's so
application,
smart.
and I just been looking for apartments, and I was like,
Fuck yeah,
I
bro.
set the first week of May, and I was like, regardless, doesn't matter. I was like, I'm going. I was like,
Yeah.
my lease for my apartment I'm in now ends in
Mm-hmm.
May. I was like, I'm out of here. I told
Yep.
everyone that, like my friends and my family, I was like,
That
I'm
you're
out.
moving.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I was like, it doesn't matter like what happens. Like there's no
You're
going
doing
back.
it.
There's
Yeah,
no
man. Dude, I love that. I absolutely love that because that's the same. That's like almost identical to the same thing I did. I literally woke up one day, dude, and I was like, I was just so miserable where I was at, and I was like, it's funny. You want to know the only reason that I chose Austin was because of B Team here. Like I was obsessed with B. I was
really.
upset. Yeah, no, no. Swear to God, dude. We came out here. We came out here with my roommate to visit, and we wanted to do a class at B Team. Unfortunately, when we went, there was no classes for beginners. There was only pros. And the fuck do I look like stepping onto a pro mat at B Team? But to my point though was I just did it, dude. And I told everybody I was gonna do it. So if I didn't do it, they would make fun of me.
Yeah.
Right? Like they would literally get on my ass and be like, "Oh, remember that time that you said you're gonna move to Austin?" Like, yeah, no, that motherfucker, I did it. I did
Yeah.
it. Yeah, because I not only told myself I was gonna do it, I told everybody else. I
Yeah.
made it something that was gonna hold me accountable.
When you
So
make it public, yeah,
yeah, bro.
it's like insurance. It's like
Yeah,
you have to do it now because you put it out
yeah.
there. Yeah.
Exactly, exactly. Like you don't want to like unless you want to be that guy who just doesn't live up to his word, and that's a whole different story, right? Then you got a lot more issues to worry about if you can't live up to your word. Honestly, honestly, bro. Um, since I mean we're already at an hour, let's just wrap one thing. I don't want to wrap it up, man. Honestly, yeah, one thing you would tell somebody who's kind of just in that position where they feel they've been in the same place for a while, they've been pondering making that decision to change. What would you say to that person that's like just like really teetering back and forth, right? Because I feel like we've all kind of been there where it's like, do I stay in this comfortable place and try and figure out, or do I just fucking go all in, right? What do you say to them?
Yeah. I think it comes down to what we were saying before, bro. It's like
Mm,
being at peace with the decision that you make. Like
yep.
if you're not gonna go all in,
Mm,
then that's fine. There's
yeah.
nothing wrong with that, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just be at peace with that decision. No one. I at the
Fuck
end,
yeah.
if you, I, I'll end this. I'll end it with this. I was walking in Canada the other day, and
Yep.
was literally calling to God, and I was asking for a sign. And
Mm,
I'm walking on the sidewalk, and I see written in the cement, "If you're happy, you're successful." Crazy, right?
that's
And
crazy. It's
and
crazy.
dude, it's like if you can find peace, you find happiness in the
Mm,
decision that you make,
yeah.
then that is winning. But
Yep.
if you're like, that's not peace.
Yeah.
That's peace.
Dude.
That is a life of regret and
Mm,
misery. And
yep.
you when you're scared, you have that moment of fear, you know? It's like when you like if you've ever been cliff jumping and it's like that moment you're about to and you're so scared, it's like that moment you just
Mm,
gotta like say, screw it.
fuck.
F it,
Yeah.
just fuck it, just jump. And I think that's the best piece of advice that I can give someone, man, is just make that jump because
Yeah, man.
you don't it's a life of regret and misery And
It
if
is.
that doesn't scare you, then
Yeah.
I
If
don't
yeah,
know
dude, then
what to
then
scare
just get
you.
off the podcast, bro. Yeah, just get off the
Yeah.
podcast if that doesn't scare you. I say I just want to add something in there because it's something that I've for some reason I've seen it over and over on my social media, but it resonates so well. I don't know who it's, some CEO, some guy, some real, and he says, like we all have decisions, right? I don't think anybody is in the right place to say whether one decision is right or wrong. Like we all just are gonna make decisions. For you, like just make that decision and make it the right decision,
Yeah.
right? Like, yeah, I think it's going viral. I think everybody's
Yeah,
seen it, but
I
it's like,
saw it.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? But dude, it's so true. It's like, dude, make the decision and then just fucking make it the right decision. Like, it's
Yeah.
okay. Even if it maybe wasn't the best decision, just make
Yeah.
sure you make it the right decision. That's it.
Yeah.
That's
Exactly.
it.
Exactly. It's like pull
Yeah.
the trigger,
Yeah.
right? And
Yep.
try and make it work. And if it doesn't, at least you tried, right? And you found
Exactly,
out and
bro.
you're like, that's not for me,
Yeah.
right?
Exactly,
And
dude.
it's like
There's so
just,
many people that will be on their deathbed thinking like, damn, like I could have tried something different. I could have done something different.
you
Yeah.
know, bro, that to me, I think, bro, was like when what flipped the switch for me, bro. Like
Yeah.
I'll share this with you, bro.
Yes, sir.
The last the last few weeks with my dad, he was
Mm.
on hospice in the bed. So I
Yep.
held his hand on his last moments in his last days, watched him get weaker and weaker. And this man lived a life of regret. So many things that he wanted to do in his life and he didn't get to do them. So many things that he did do and he wished he never did them because it
Yeah.
caused so much pain and hurt to other people.
Mhm.
And I remember the days leading up to his funeral, I was thinking, what can I you're supposed to like go up during the
Mhm.
ceremony and say things that, you loved about the person. What can you remember them for? Things like that. And it's like you get a couple minutes and you think like, well, how can I possibly explain someone's life in only a couple minutes, right? And then
Yeah.
you think of like what this person, his impact was, and it's like, dude, I've never seen someone so courageous and brave in the face of death that lived a life of regret and misery
Yeah.
and be so at peace. And for me, that taught me something I will never fucking forget, man. And that is to never let a moment of fear, cringe dictate your decisions.
Yeah.
Because I never, 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 never want to I never want to repeat the words that he had to say on his
Mhm.
last days and moments, man.
Yeah.
It's a heavy, heavy heart and heavy moment,
Yeah.
but such a strong
Yeah.
lesson that I learned.
Yeah.
Just not
Love it.
living life of regret, bro.
Yeah. Dude, that's powerful, dude. I mean, that is truly powerful. And not many people ever get to experience that. And again, like I said, man, dude, you're stronger than most to be able to not only experience that, but take the lesson away from it, right? Like you didn't just sit there and bask in the negativity. Like you just took a lesson from it and shared it with a lot of people that are gonna watch this, that are gonna sit here and get chills watching that. So, dude, I super appreciate you, bro. Super appreciate you. I can't wait, dude. I can't wait till the next time. You better be in that Brickle apartment and better be talking with like Brickle in the background. You're gonna be a real Miami boy by then, for sure, for sure, bro. Super appreciate you, bro. Like I said, I know you're a busy man, bro. This is our second time getting on here, and I think this one was somehow even better than the first. So truly, truly appreciate you, my man.
I love this, brother. I love this, bro.
Let's get
Appreciate you,
it,
bro.
bro. Of course.